Assalamualaikum, I'm Ayuni Athirah 066599, and today I will be talking about a little bit about my proposal defense. So here we go. My research entitled Migrant Workers, Malaysia's Implementation of Human Rights in the Industrial Companies. So this research was inspired from the case of the Top Glove Company during the COVID-19, where they were alleged for forced labor on their migrant workers, which one of the labor exploitation reported are working extra hours, poor living condition, and lack of personal protective equipment or PPE. And so this led to my research question, which are: does Malaysia legal framework work to prevent an unjust treatment towards migrant workers, and what are the key challenges and barriers faced by these migrant workers, and how does industrial company in Malaysia comply with the human rights standard? This research aimed to advocate the rights that migrant workers deserve, such as labor rights. Labor rights refers to the organized efforts by the employers to improve the working condition, wages, and overall treatment, which often facilitate the entities like labor union. And Malaysia, although we didn't sign for ICCPR and ICESCR, we has a body that governs the human rights in this country, which is Suhakam. And Malaysia's Employment Act also mentioned about this group of people, which is migrant workers. But the question is, how effective is the law? So this research used the approach of human security, which offers a broad perspective compared to traditional international relation theories when addressing migrant workers issues. So now we're going to go back into the history, where Malaysia is one of the highest ASEAN country that accept the migrant workers. During the 1990s, Malaysia undergoes a significant economic development, which particularly in manufacturing and construction sectors. However, many Malaysians are unwilling to perform the work that are related to 3D, which are dirty, difficult, and dangerous. Thus, this migrant worker came to fill in the gap of the employment, and indirectly they have served for our economic development in Malaysia. However, this group of people was vulnerable at the hand of the foreign government. Thus, the government needed to strengthen the laws and policies focused on protecting the rights of migrant workers and how to prevent their abuse. Did you know that labor force is common in Malaysia, where migrant workers are exposed to unjust treatment despite Malaysia's government full acceptance of the recommendation on the protection of the rights of migrant workers and the rights to full access to justice and legal remedies? So the problem here is, although migrant workers plays an important role in economic development of Malaysia, the government remain reluctant in safeguarding the migrant workers' well-being as a worker and as a human. Things get worse when the COVID-19 strikes, which include the government's deception towards this migrant worker. On May 1st, 2020, the government reassured that all migrant workers should come forward and take the COVID-19 test without fear of being detention. However, contrary to the promise, over hundreds of undocumented migrant workers were arrested. This led to the criticism by the NGOs and migrant advocates. So from this event, we can see how the government view this group of people. Even before the pandemic, migrant workers experience labor exploitations, which refer to the abuse of people in the workplace for profit, which leaves the impact on psychology, physical, emotional, and financial. Other than that, migrant workers' legal document retention is a common practice in Malaysia, which make this group of people more vulnerable and restricts their freedom of movement and difficulties in assessing public health. The research method used for this research is qualitative method, which relies mainly on the secondary sources such as articles from relevant authors and official documents. So this research looked deeper into the challenges faced by this group of people, as many authorities choose to turn a blind eye to the violation faced by migrant workers. This study adds to the previous literature through an assessment of industrial sector specific challenges before and during the COVID-19. This research provides a new perspective that looks beyond generic debates on migrant workers by discussing particular challenges encountered in the targeted population. The purpose of the present study is to encourage the policymakers, scholars, as well as the general people to improve migrant workers' human security and formulate appropriate policies towards the end. So that is all from me. I hope this video found you well, and thank you.